Welcome back to 6-Minute Style. We've all heard the terms global warming, carbon footprint, carbon dioxide, and recently we've heard a lot of talk about inflation and recession. Well, guess what? This week we have an episode that's going to help you go a little bit more green in your daily lives and probably save you some money. This is a great episode, lots of information. Let's get started. Americans account for just 5% of the world's population, 5%, yet we use 25% of the world's resources. That's a significant number, 25%, when you consider only 5%. So again, some easy things you can do to make even a little bit of difference in your life and in your wallet. First of all, have a home energy audit. Call your local utility company, have them come out. They will take a look at your windows, at your insulation. They'll tell you where you need to beef things up, so to speak. This will help you save money in the winter and the summer when you're both heating and cooling your home. Another thing, a lot of the appliances that you have plugged in and aren't using, they're still sucking power. That plasma TV that you just love, well, guess what? That is a huge energy suck. One of the things you might want to do is plug that into an actual power strip. You could plug your computer into it as well, another energy suck. And when you're not using these appliances, just flick it off. You'll turn all of those off at once and you will save energy. You'll also save on your utility bill. How cool is that? How about light bulbs? This is one of the easiest things you can do throughout your home to make a huge impact both on your wallet and the environment. Simply switch out traditional lighting that you have for compact fluorescent light bulbs. I picked these up at my local Ace Hardware. These are full spectrum lighting, so they're great for plants, great for your home. If you live in a gray environment like I do in the winter months, probably good for your personality and mood as well. These were $9.99 for two, and again, these can go right into most of your light fixtures. Another one here, this one was $5. This is a 75-watt bulb that uses significantly less energy than a traditional bulb. It's also really cool looking. How great is that? But again, these compact fluorescent light bulbs use less energy, last about 10 times longer, and will save you money. I think this is a great and simple thing. If you do nothing else today, just switch out your light bulbs. It'll make a huge difference. Let's move now into the kitchen and see where we can save some money and energy there. One of the easiest things you can do in the kitchen, eat locally. Support your local farmers, attend your local farmers markets, do your shopping there throughout the year when your farmers markets are up and running. This is going to save dollars for you. You'll probably get a good price on produce. It's also going to keep those dollars in your community. Very good economic stimulation. But also think about this, it takes a lot of fuel to ship food back and forth around the world via plane, train, automobile. I think there was a movie called that. But really, eating locally is a great way to do something good for your family and also do something for your community and for the planet. Now, another thing we're going to talk about today, plastic water bottles. These, I'm guilty of it. I use these quite often. This was actually in the floor of my backseat of my car. I found it this morning and thought I need to change my ways, and here's why. I'm actually going to read you these statistics. I haven't memorized them all, but in 1 year, Americans, and this is just Americans, went through more than 8 billion gallons of bottled water. 8 billion gallons. Think about it. Think about all the bottles used to store that water. In 1 year, we use 1.5 million barrels of oil. Barrels of oil to make these plastic bottles. Yeah, that's where they come from. And think about it, we're trying to lessen our dependence on other countries for fuel sources. Well, guess what? Every time you pick up one of these plastic bottles, you are contributing to that problem. So use less bottles. The other thing to think about, in 1 year, Americans threw away, not recycled, threw away 22 billion. I have to read that, 22 billion empty plastic bottles. So one of the things you can do in your home, set up a filtration system at your faucet. You can actually have clean tap water. And you know what I read in all of my research? Some of these plastic bottles are actually filled with tap water. Don't be kidding yourselves. You're not actually drinking anything better most of the time. So a filtration system, if you're buying new appliances, get a refrigerator with a filtration system built right into it. Again, your family will have clean, fresh water, and you will be helping the economy. You'll also save money. It's expensive to continually buy these bottles. All right, let's move on. Check out this. This is so cool. Our stage production manager had this at our house yesterday. Sorry, I said, what in the world is this? Well, guess what this is? This is a great way to reuse and recycle plastic bags. You know those bags we use for food, for freezing, for sandwiches? Well, simply rinse them out, wash them, and set them on here. This is actually a bag dryer. It cost her, she said, $20. And you can just make sure your bags dry out. It saves room in your kitchen. You're not having them spread out everywhere trying to air dry. I love it. I think it's very, very cool. This is in the kitchen. We are going to move into the bathroom and laundry room to find some more energy saving and money saving ideas. Couple of quick ideas in the bathroom and laundry room. You could replace your shower head with a low flow shower head. You can also replace your toilet with a low flush toilet. These are going to save money. They're also going to save water, great for the environment. In the laundry room, we have a box here of Tide. This is for high efficiency washers. Did you know that washers and dryers are the biggest energy suck in your home? Yeah, that's right, they are. So the trick is to always do your laundry back to back. Think about the energy it takes to heat up that dryer. It's going to be a lot more efficient if you're drying load after load on top of each other as opposed to doing one every few days. The other thing, make sure you are filling your washing machine, same for your dishwasher back in the kitchen. You don't want to be running a partial or a 3/4 load. It's not energy efficient, so make sure you have a full load of laundry. I was going to bring mine out, but they didn't want me airing my dirty laundry on screen today. But the same with your dishwasher. Make sure you're filling it up. And if you don't have enough dishes to fill it up, well, then hand wash your dishes, save a little bit of water there. We're going to head outside now. Yeah, there are some pretty cool things you can do that are good for your wallet and good for the environment in your front and backyard. Yeah, this is my rake, and the whole argument here is ditch your leaf blower. Let's face it, leaf blowers are loud. They're not making the neighbors very happy. They also are an environmental nightmare. Get this, one leaf blower, gas operated, in 1 hour produces the same amount of greenhouse gases as a car driving 4,400 miles. Next time you want to go outside and clean up the leaves in your yard, use a rake. You get a little bit of exercise too, so it's cheaper, it's good for your waistline, good for your wallet, and it's good for the environment. The other thing is if you have an empty roof rack on your car, I am very guilty of this. I am a big cyclist, so I drive around with a roof rack. The reality is I have a four-wheel drive, I cannot even reach the roof. The only time we use the rack is when my husband is with me. I'm gonna take that off, and the reasons are it adds resistance to the car, it lessens my fuel efficiency, raises up my gas costs, and also lowers my gas mileage. Not a good thing. Another thing outside you can do, plant a tree. Trees help cut down on carbon dioxide emissions. They are good. They also look good. They provide shade and cooling in the summer. That might help reduce your air conditioning bills. Not a bad thing. We've given you a lot of ideas today. Again, you can take them one by one, step by step, start incorporating them into your lifestyle. Little steps will make a big difference. I want to thank you for joining me. This has been a pretty full episode. It might run a little longer than 6 minutes. Go to the website. We'll have links to all of the sources where we pulled this research from, and we'll have some other ideas for going green and saving money. We'll see you next time on 6 Minute Style. This week's quick tip, a great way to get involved and make a difference. It's called Earth Hour 2008. All you're going to do on March 29th at 8 p.m., turn your lights off for 1 hour. It is that simple. Let me tell you, in 2007, Sydney, Australia did this. That's right, the people and businesses in Sydney turned off their lights for 1 hour. Listen to this statistic. They reduced energy consumption by 10.2%, the equivalent of taking 48,000 cars off the road for 1 year. Earth Hour 2008, a global movement. Join your worldwide neighbors. Get involved. Go to the website at 6minutestyle.com. We'll have information to get you set up so you can make a difference on March 29th. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.